Time to start the show. Off the top rope, 4-figure leg lock. Ric Flair with the chest chop. Haterers wonder why I never tap out. A young king like DeMarcus. Undertaker with a coffin. Choke slam so often. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Man, the boy keep flossing. Man, the boy keep talking.
Let's wrestle with some things, shall we, guys? Jimmy Butler has requested his trade. We're hearing that. His wish list is the Brooklyn Nets, the New York Knicks, and then the Miami Heat got a little aggressive, but they fell off. All this chaos has happened, and the point is we know Jimmy Butler's going to be in a new uniform. I'm going to start with you, newbie, and then I'm going to go down in a row to Will, and so on and so forth. Where do you think is the best home for Jimmy Butler?
I think Jimmy Butler needs to sit down, shut his mouth, and know his role. Okay? Jimmy Butler is who we thought he was.
Yeah.
He's who we thought he was. Okay? If you want to crown him, go ahead and crown him, in the words of Dennis Green. Okay? But he's a very good player.
B-plus
okay?
player.
He will go first ballot in the Hall of Very Good. Not the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
The Hall of Very Good. When you're in the Hall of Very Good, you can't dictate where you want to go.
It's true, yeah.
So, I mean, I think, first of all, Minnesota is a great place for him. You got you got Conti and Towns right there. You got Wiggins. I mean, as a leader, and I think some of the kids are immature. It looks like there's some chemistry issues. But that they have the formula to really make some havoc.
They do?
I mean, they have it right there. They got an excellent coach. I think he needs to be better offensively. I think he's more of a defensive guy. I think had they had like a coach like D'Antoni, they would have flew. But I think the best place for him is where he's at. I mean, listen, if they want to go somewhere, I think personally, I think Lakers would be a great fit for him. You know, you want to talk about a hard-nosed defensive player and what they need. Lakers need to guard against Golden State. Good defensive players who are aggressive, who can guard players on the wing like Klay Thompson and Steph Curry. I think that's the best place for him if he's going to go somewhere. But, I mean, if I'm him, I'm in the Stan Pat movement. I'm Team Stan Pat.
Well,
honestly, you see, Jimmy Butler's a little bit of a diva. He's really good, but he's a little bit of a diva, and he doesn't like it there, and I don't think he's going to make the best of a situation. So, and Wiggins doesn't like him either because he kind of came in and took that slot that Wiggins was going into. So I think there's that rift there, especially when you got Wiggins, who you also paid. He's a good young and up-and-coming player. So I think you deal him. And if I were to say where he should go, I think he should actually go to the Clippers. I know there was some talks there. He wanted to go to the Clippers. And honestly, he wants to go to LA. The Clippers got a couple of nice pieces. He can go there, show what his worth is. Because we already seen what happens. He was playing well. The Timberwolves were a playoff team. He went down with an injury for the last 20 or so games. They couldn't win a game. So I think he saw things like that, saw that they couldn't win without him. So he should go to a team, an energetic team. I think the Clippers would be a good fit for him.
And he's injury prone.
he is slightly injury prone. That doesn't get talked about.
And he just wants his money anyway. But I don't know why these dudes give their wish list to begin with.
I know.
Because it's just, they're just not going to end up there anyway. Like, I don't know.
I never got that part.
They do
It's
that.
the new NBA.
Yeah, but they're not going to get, if it's up to the GM, they're going to trade him to the worst team. Kawhi got traded to the Toronto Raptors.
I'm trading to the Nets. That was traded out the country.
It's like,
Get out of here, man.
oh, you want to go to LA? All right, let's go to Toronto.
Yeah, you out the country.
That's why I don't understand the
You
wish
don't
list.
control your destiny, man.
You want to go to LA, really?
Exactly. Either way, like he said, shut up and just sit there, or just like, or get traded wherever you want to get traded. But honestly, if it's up to me, I don't really see him like he's a B. Like he said, like Nubo said, he's a B+ player. He really isn't much. If he goes to the Clippers, what is that? It's really not gonna do much. They're not gonna make it. They're in the West. He's not gonna make much.
No matter where you go, you ain't dethroning the Warriors.
That's why the only.
That's what I've been saying all year, man.
If he gets traded to the Rockets, that'll be one hell of a start. That'll be one hell of a start.
That is one.
How would that fit though?
One hell of a start in five.
He's on to something here. I'm not.
What is he gonna do? Is he gonna start? He's not starting. They would probably get rid of Eric Gordon. They probably get rid of Eric Gordon if they got him.
He's a 6.
He'll start at the 3.
He's 6'8". He's a 6'8" stocky, bro.
If he went to the Rockets,
He'll be able to start at the 3.
What is Butler? Is he 6'4"?
He's 6'7".
He's 6'7".
He's a solid
6'7".
He's all 6'7".
So you think Rockets are the best?
They usually throw him on LeBron.
2-3.
I think that if he were to get traded, and I doubt he's gonna get traded to a contender, so he's not gonna go to the Houston. But I would like him.
But that's
Houston
the best home.
I think that's home. That's where he's from, Texas. And I think that's
Texas?
Yeah. Tomball, Texas. I don't know where that's at, but
Jimmy Butler, that's in Texas. That's a
Tomball. I don't know. Tomball sounds scary. I wouldn't want.
If he go to that, would be a beast team. Like I said,
No, yeah, that started
probably get rid of like Aaron Gordon.
That started-
Everybody's talking all this mess all summer how Ariza's defense is irreplaceable.
If they
Well,
get
you know how to
Jimmy
shut those people up,
They get a
bring a
Jimmy
defender
Butler.
like Jimmy
That's
Butler.
highly doubtful.
One thing he does at an A+ level is defend. But I gotta agree with Will here. I like the Clippers. The Clippers sneakily have a nice future. They got Jerry Rest winning things. They drafted a nice point guard. They got Patrick Beverly and Avery Bradley
They're
still
looking to
there,
trade him
and
too.
Tobias Harris. So they have somewhat of a nucleus. And I think if Jimmy Butler goes there, he's not an A+ player. However, I do think he is accomplished enough to get another all-star, not superstar. I think he could get another all-star over there.
They say Kawhi wants to go there, so I mean, maybe.
It's
I
possible.
have a question.
Go ahead.
Is our goal to be a TNT team or ABC team? Because TNT is like, that's a cute team in the club. That's TNT, I'm not doing nothing on Thursday. I want to go watch TNT. I want an ABC team in June. I want an ABC like the Boston Celtics or the Golden State Warriors.
Houston Rockets.
The Houston Rockets.
Because
In that case,
that's
the
a
Houston Rockets are
TNT
the best.
team.
But
No, we're talking here's the thing. That's an NBA TV, let alone TNT. Nobody watches
That's
that
Tuesday.
NBA
That's Tuesday night.
But here's what I would say. Why not come to Boston if you're Jimmy?
That is a
Where
good.
is he going to go?
Why not?
Boston has
Who would you
too
get rid of on the
much
roster to bring in Jimmy Butler?
Yeah.
For a year. I'm just asking for a year.
You don't think he's better than Jaylen Brown?
No! You take
Jimmy
the
Butler's
back.
not better than
You
Brown.
take the back.
Jaylen
I'm
Brown.
going with Tim. It's a wrestling show. Okay? We doing it. Let me stop it. So Jalen
Let me ask you a question. Who shoots better?
Jaylen Brown has
shoots the
more.
ball?
You're right. Right now,
Right now,
But we're talking about in 4 years. We're talking about we just said he's a little
But do you want rings or do you want possibilities? Do
Jalen
you
Brown.
want rings or do you want possibilities?
Jalen Brown can help you better
With
with this.
Stan Pat.
Not more than Jimmy Butler.
Yes.
Not more than Jimmy Butler.
Stan Pat.
No, guys, let's not disrespect
Jimmy Butler.
He is a 20-point scorer.
But does he fit better with the Celtics?
I think he would.
Jalen Brown already knows the
I think he
team,
would
he knows the
fit the
chemistry. He fits in our system. You know,
Jimmy
that's
can
tough.
do everything
You gotta
that
do-
Jalen Brown. He's a diva.
You know I'm trading Gordon. If I'm trading him, I'm trading Gordon Hayward.
Why you hating on the white boy so much,
Send us after Minnesota.
It's true. I agree with that. But at the end of the day,
Nah, good.
he can ball better. He'll fit in the system more.
And Jalen can average 20 if he had his own team like Jimmy.
I don't know.
Nah, he's not there yet.
I don't know. I don't know if he's at that
But he's
level.
better for the Celtics.
I don't know if
He has better
He's good now. I ain't saying anything against Jalen Brown is definitely good
I
now.
agree.
He's not better
The
than
potential's
Jimmy,
still
but he
good.
might fit here better than Jimmy.
Absolutely.
That's what I think. I think he fits
fits
better.
in Boston way better.
Jalen, you know what I'm saying? Jalen Brown.
Oh,
fits
okay.
better. Yeah, Jalen Brown fits better than Jimmy.
Yeah. Get Jimmy out of here.
I don't know, man.
Don't ever.
Because you're bringing in another diva. You know what? Another thing
Then we
he
got
said about
Hayden.
that, he feels like sometimes he doesn't get the ball enough. It's running through Karl Anthony Towns when it should be running through him. Do you really want that guy to come in over here? Oh, why are we running the ball through Gordon Hayward? We should be running it through me. Like it should be Kyrie then me.
Like, who in their right mind thinks they should Carly Town
You don't
should
need all
not
that.
get the ball? Like,
You
he's
don't
the
need
best
all
player on the team.
No, but at the same time, in the playoffs, what was he?
Yeah, but he's a rookie, though.
Well, what's Jimmy
Well,
Butler?
I'm not rookie.
Jimmy was doing better than Karl Anthony
It
Towns.
was his first time in the playoffs, his second year. I mean,
Nah, but Karl Anthony Towns was non-existent. That's why I said
Ball trash in the playoffs.
No, the Celtics should not touch their squad.
I don't want to sound like I hate Jimmy. I don't want to sound like I hate Jimmy.
They
Butler.
shouldn't
I like
touch
him
their
a lot. You
squad
guys
at
can't bring up any
all.
Celtics
Boston
players,
should
so
keep
I'll get
it the
that.
way.
you know, I'm a Southern comment, though, but
No, we're getting to the Celtics next segment. Don't worry. We gotta conclude this segment, but we get into the Celtics next segment. Stay tuned for our next segment. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Wrestling with Things.